Learn English through stories G1. Adapted and modified by Kulwant Singh Sandhu. Contents: 1. The Doctor Who Saved London. 2. Banda Singh Bahadur. 3. Leisure Time. 4. Sports Science. 5. Grammar Page, Present Continuous. 1. The Doctor Who Saved London. In the city of London about 150 years ago, many people started to get very sick. The sickness they had was called cholera. The disease caused panic among Londoners because nobody knew how to prevent it or how to cure it. Lots of doctors tried to figure out how to prevent people from getting cholera. Most doctors thought that people got cholera from breathing in polluted air. They told their patients to open their windows and breathe in fresh air as much as possible. However, this advice did not seem to work as more and more people contracted the disease. Doctors also struggled to help the patients who already had cholera. Some doctors told their patients to drink lots of water, but that did not help. Some told their patients to take certain medicines, but those did not help either. The doctors did not know what to do. John Snow was a doctor and scientist who had a different idea. He thought that cholera might have been spreading through the water that people were drinking. Maybe polluted water was making everyone sick. At first, other doctors and scientists disregarded Dr. Snow's idea. They believed that cholera was spread through the air and that water was not the problem. Nobody paid much attention to Dr. Snow. When scientists have an idea that is not proven, it is called a theory. Scientists then create experiments to test whether their theories are true or not. Dr. Snow developed a plan to test his theory about polluted water causing cholera. Dr. Snow went to different neighborhoods in London and tested their water. He also counted the number of sick people in each neighborhood. It was just as he had thought. The neighborhoods with the cleanest water had the fewest sick people. The places with the dirtiest water had the greatest number of sick people. This proved his theory that cholera was spread through dirty water. Dr. Snow showed the results of his study to the mayor of London and the other doctors. They examined the evidence and realized that Dr. Snow was right. All over London, people stopped drinking water that might be polluted. Almost immediately, people stopped getting sick, and the whole city was overjoyed. Doctors knew how to stop cholera now. All it took was clean water. Thanks to Dr. John Snow, we also know how to stop many other sicknesses that can be spread through dirty water. Cities are now designed to make sure everyone has a supply of clean water. We would not know about the risks of dirty water if it were not for Dr. John Snow's scientific training, hard work, and discovery. Dr. Snow may not be as famous as football or cricket players, but he is a hero. 2. Banda Singh Bahadur. Banda Singh Bahadur was born Lachman Dev on October 27, 1670 at Rajouri, Poonch in present-day Jammu and Kashmir. Since he was born into a Rajput family, Lachman Dev learned skills like hunting, horse riding, martial arts, and handling weaponry at a very young age. Having familiarity with bow and arrows, he began hunting in his early teens. When he was 15, he shot and killed a doe, female deer, during one of his hunting expeditions. Moments after killing the doe, Lachman Dev realized that he had made a grave mistake as the arrow, which had pierced the doe's body, revealed unborn twin calves that died right in front of his eyes. Upon witnessing the butcherly death of the unborn twin calves, Lachman wandered in search of consolation to his shocked and saddened mind. This forced him to leave his home and abandon worldly pleasures at the age of 15. Lachman Dev was no stranger to saints and holy men, as his father Ram Dev had often provided food and shelter to holy men. He soon became a follower of a sadhu named Ram Das, and then followed another sadhu named Janaki Das, who changed his name from Lachman Dev to Madho Das. Since he was a Bairagi sadhu, ascetic saint, he came to be known as Madho Das Bairagi. Like a true wanderer, Madho Das started moving from place to place, before reaching Panchavati in present-day Nashik, Maharashtra. In Panchavati, he became a disciple of Ahar Nath and started serving his master with utmost devotion. After serving Ahar Nath for 5 years, Madho Das was blessed by Ahar Nath, post which he developed the skill sets to perform sorcery, magic, according to many records. Madho Das Bairagi went on to establish a monastery at Nanded in present-day Maharashtra. He made Nanded his home and was visited by many holy men. In September 1708, the 10th Guru of the Sikhs, Guru Gobind Singh, visited his monastery, post which Madho Das became Guru Gobind Singh's disciple. Guru Gobind Singh convinced Madho that he was a Sikh and even baptized him before giving him his new name, Gurbaksh Singh. Over a period of time, Gurbaksh Singh became famous as a military commander, earning his new name Banda Singh Bahadur, which would remain his most famous name. The name Banda was given to him as he called himself a Banda, slave of Guru Gobind Singh when he first met the Guru. Guru Gobind Singh convinced Banda Singh Bahadur to give up on his ascetic lifestyle to achieve something greater. He assigned Banda Bahadur an important task of freeing the innocent people of Punjab from the clutches of the Mughals, as people belonging to any religion other than Islam were subjected to constant persecution by the Mughals. Also, the Mughal Emperor Bahadur Shah had earlier promised Guru Gobind Singh that he would punish Nawab Wazir Khan, the governor of Sirhind, for committing various crimes against commoners in Punjab, but the emperor was reluctant to fulfill his promise. This enraged Guru Gobind Singh, who sought Banda Bahadur's help to teach Wazir Khan a lesson and thereby succeed in saving many innocent lives in the process. Guru Gobind Singh initiated him into a community of Sikh warriors called Khalsa and appointed him as his new military commander. In October 1708, Banda Bahadur and his men started marching towards Punjab to wage a war against Wazir Khan. Before reaching Punjab, Banda Bahadur had managed to gather a powerful army with substantial artillery. In 1709, he defeated the Mughal forces, led by Wazir Khan, in the Battle of Samana. After capturing the city of Samana, the Sikhs gained access to the city's massive wealth, which helped them become financially stable. Banda Bahadur then captured many places. Later, Wazir Khan returned with reinforcements, which led to the Battle of Chepar Khairi in 1710. On May 12, Wazir Khan was killed in the battle, and Sirhind, which was an important Mughal territory in Punjab, was captured by the Sikhs. The territory, which extended from River Sutlej to River Yamuna, was now under Banda Bahadur's control. He went on to establish his capital at Mukhoskar, which was later renamed by him as Lohgarh. Banda Bahadur started issuing his own mint, currency, at Lohgarh. He even sent his men to places like Saharanpur, Jalalabad, and Muzaffarnagar to bring relief to the oppressed population there. Banda Bahadur continued to expand his territory by emerging victorious against the Mughals in the Battle of Rahan in 1710. Banda Bahadur's actions and bravery inspired many Sikhs to stand up and fight for their rights in places like Jalandhar and Amritsar. Using their newfound power, the Sikhs removed corrupt officials from important positions and replaced them with upright officials. Banda Bahadur also put an end to the zamindari system and bestowed complete ownership on farmers, which made him very popular. He was approached by the people from the neighboring city of Sadhora for his help. This led to the Battle of Sadhora, in which the Sikhs overpowered the Sayyids and Sheikhs to free hundreds from the clutches of their evil landlords. When Punjab came under the control of the Sikhs, the route between Delhi and Lahore was obstructed, which did not go down well with the Mughal Emperor Bahadur Shah. Hence, he decided to deal with Banda Bahadur himself, but could not succeed. After Bahadur Shah's death on February 27, 1712, Farrukh Shah became the Mughal emperor after killing Bahadur Shah's successor, Jahandar Shah. Farrukh Shah gave charge to Abd Samad Khan. He and his army were successful in driving Banda Bahadur and his men into a village called Gurdas Nangal. They then laid siege to the entire village for 8 consecutive months, which weakened Banda Bahadur and his army. Abd Samad Khan, who had been waiting for the right moment, decided to lead his forces into the village on December 7, 1715 and managed to capture Banda Bahadur and his men. Banda Singh Bahadur and his men were locked up and tortured by the Mughal soldiers. The torturers gave Banda and his men two options: convert to Islam or face death. When Banda's men refused to convert, they were tortured and killed in public. After undergoing various torture and humiliation during his confinement period of 3 months, Banda Singh Bahadur was executed on June 9, 1716. Various records state that Banda was tortured beyond imagination before his death. These records state that his eyes were gouged out, his limbs severed, and his skin peeled using red-hot pincers. Banda's only son Ajay Singh was also killed brutally by the Mughals. The death of Banda Singh Bahadur enraged many Sikh warriors, who vowed to carry forward the legacy of Banda Bahadur by standing up for their rights. Warriors like Sardar Bud Singh, Nawab Kapoor Singh, and Baba Deep Singh kept the torch of the Khalsa burning, which played a major role in Sikhs dominating the region of Punjab. Years later, Fateh Burj, which is India's tallest minaret, was built to honor Banda Singh Bahadur and his sacrifice. 3. Leisure time. Leisure time means free time. During this time, we can choose to do whatever we like and enjoy. Some people chose to rest their minds, while others want to improve their minds by doing various activities, such as reading and doing puzzle games. It is widely accepted that the purpose of life is to maximize happiness. What we all need is to switch off our boring, stressful routines and get a change. This change is highly dependent on our occupations. If you're a computer programmer or a lecturer, your leisure activities are going to be different from somebody who is a laborer or a post person. People who spend all day doing something which involves thinking would benefit from physical activities, such as going to the gym or gardening. Those who spend all day doing physical work would benefit from reading, watching television, or puzzle games. Regardless of how, we all need to recharge our bodies physically and mentally. Another aspect of life is socializing. Spending time with our loved ones is vital. When we share memories, joke, and laugh, it helps us to improve our health physically and psychologically. As they say, health is wealth. Even though wealth rarely brings happiness, but it helps. On the other hand, what does poverty bring? Lower standard of education, low nutrition diet, poor health, low self-esteem. However, for an idle person, leisure time is not needed. 4. Sports science. What is sports science? Sports science applies the study of science to sporting activities. The focus of sports science is to help maximize performance and endurance in preparation for events and competitions while lessening the risk of injury. It's used to help identify strengths and weaknesses so that a training program can be individualized for everyone from athletes to the elderly and everyone in between. Sports scientists ensure that athletes are up to date with current training protocols, testing, and preparation. Sports are no longer limited by unknown factors. Researchers are studying every aspect of sportspersons and their responses during performances. With real-time monitoring, the data collected is analyzed and feedback provided to the athlete and their coaches, opening new avenues for them to minimize their drawbacks and achieve peak performance. Seeing a gymnast pirouette across the turf or on a narrow beam or wielding bars or rings is a visual treat. If ever you wondered how they could perform these mind-boggling bends and twists, which seem to get more and more complicated by the day, the answer may lie with strong scientific data to master the moves. With tech support, several biomarkers are placed on the gymnast's body to monitor the muscle movements, angles, and the extent of stretch in the ligaments and tendons. The all-new, exciting, and emerging field of sports science incorporates psychology, physiology, medicine, and rehabilitation into sports. With tech and science support, researchers are now able to study and analyze how muscles respond to intense activity, how the body copes and recovers, how nutrition and diet models affect performance, along with neuropsychological responses. This invaluable data is helping the players to sharpen their skills and perform with knowledge of their strengths and weaknesses. This form of visual analysis gives inputs to the athlete on where they go wrong and how to correct them in time. It is invaluable for trainers who can review, advise improvement in angling and posture, and correct errors while training their wards. Often, comparative analysis with the best in the field gives a reference to the athlete to improve on the technical aspects of the sport. This smarter, scientific approach to sports has seen tremendous demand in the last couple of decades. Just about every sport is embracing science and tech support to maximize their performance. Now, every team has a scientific team working behind them, carefully monitoring their movement, response, and threshold with the help of technology. It is no longer a surprise to find sportspersons receiving inputs from exercise biologists, sports psychologists, physiotherapists, or sports scientists. Vocabulary. 1. Aspect, particular part or feature. 2. Monitoring, tracking. 3. Pirouette. A pirouette is a movement in ballet dancing. The dancer stands on one foot and spins their body around fast. 4. Incorporates, include. 5. Sharpen, improve. 6. Tremendous, great. 7. Embracing, accepting. 8. Inputs, tips or suggestions for success. 9. Threshold, the highest power an athlete can sustain without short-term fatigue. 5. Grammar page,